Hello, my fellow yogis. I am so sad that I don't get to see you in the studio coming up. However, we luckily have technology and I can make you a video to share and spread the love of yoga. So this practice is going to be focusing on your wrists should be feeling good afterwards, your spine, and also those hips. You guys know I always love to incorporate hips into my classes because, well, my hips are always tight, so I feel like going to add that in my class because a lot of us carry our tension and comfortability in our hips. So we're going to focus on that. So you should be feeling nice and ready to go about your day afterwards. Before you do this practice, I would recommend doing some breath work, just practicing coming into the present moment and really drawing all of your attention to your breath. I'm going to go ahead and start this class or this little practice as if you've already done that you're already with that breath that you're going to carry with you through your practice. So here we go, let's go. You're going to go ahead and start in a nice comfortable seat. You're going to bring your hands out to your side. Inhale, bring those hands all the way up towards the ceiling, maybe gaze high up at the hands as you do that. And then as you exhale, you're going to take your right hand back behind you. Your left hand comes to your right knee. Now here, stay here. Don't push yourself into the twist quite yet. Rather, let's take a deep inhale, lengthen up through the spine. And then as you exhale, maybe take that twist a little further. Don't push yourself all the way yet. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale to twist. Maybe take that gaze out over your right shoulder, if that's okay for your neck. Hold here, breathe. And then we'll inhale, bring those hands back up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, just take it to the other side. Left hand comes back behind you, right hand to your left knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine before you really go into that twist. And then exhale, twist from your center, twist from your core. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale to twist. Ease yourself into this pose. Inhale, lengthen again. And then exhale to twist. Maybe take that gaze out over your left shoulder this time. Breathe here. Inhale, come back to center. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and roll on over to a tabletop. Here in your tabletop, your wrists are going to be under your shoulders. Knees are going to be under those hip points. Toes can be tucked or tops of the feet flat on the mat, whatever feels best for you. And then the spine is nice and long, and then you're gazing down at your mat. Core is tight. Hug the navel up towards the spine here. Breathe here in your tabletop. Ground down into the palms. Breathe. And then we're going to flip the hands so that the wrists will still stay under your shoulders here, but the fingers are going to point back at you. And then we're going to take a few cat-cows like this. So I want you to inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, gaze forward. And then exhale, round through that spine. Take your gaze up towards your navel. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, gaze forward. Shine that heart forward. Exhale, round. Take your gaze up towards your navel. And then just move through these cat-cows at your own pace, working with your own breath. So just finding what really feels best for you here and going with it. So just listen to your body, move with your breath, and just find what feels good. So maybe that means you wiggle from side to side as you're moving through these. Or maybe that just means taking them nice and slow with control. Maybe close your eyes. Sink into how your body's feeling today. And just breathe. Couple more here. And then go ahead and take one more. And then whenever you're finished with that round of cat-cow, then you can just go ahead and meet me in your normal tabletop. Flip the hands back over. Ground down into the palms here. Maybe take your hands out a little bit further. They don't have to be stacked up with the wrist right now. We're going to tuck the toes and then slowly bring those hips up towards the ceiling, working your way to your first down dog. Pedal out the feet if you need to. Bending one knee at a time, stretching out through the backs of the legs. Just breathe here. Once you feel good and stretched out through the backs of the legs, just find a moment of stillness here. Awesome. With your next inhale, go ahead and walk the feet about halfway up the mat. You're going to take your feet about a little bit more than hip distance apart, so maybe the length of your mat, and then just sit the hips down. We're coming into a yogi squat here. Toes are going to be pointing out towards the corners of the mat, and then I want you to take each tricep, each back of the arm, and then place it on the inside of your knee, just like that. And then take your palms, press your palms together, and then instead of just collapsing here, press the palms together, bring them down to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen through the spine here, and maybe sway from side to side. This will be really nice for your hips. So you should be feeling this through the hips, opening the hips up, releasing some of that tension. Be careful not to round through the back here, but try to keep the chest lifted, keep the spine long, and just breathe. And then from here, you're going to take your left hand down to the mat, maybe right out in front of that left foot. And then we're going to inhale, take that right hand up towards the ceiling, take your gaze with it. We're going into a twist here. Breathe into this twist. Inhale here. And then exhale, take that right hand down to the mat. Inhale that left hand up towards the ceiling. Breathe here, take your gaze with it. Inhale here, and then exhale. Take your hand back down to the mat. You're going to lift those hips up, and then exhale into a forward fold. Let the head hang here. So maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then we're going to inhale, bring the hands to the shins, halfway lift to a flat back so the spine is nice and long. And then exhale, plant the hands. We're going to keep the right foot where it's at. Step the left foot back. Drop the back knee. Ground down through your right foot. Inhale, lift up. Awesome. Exhale, hands back down to the mat. Lift that back knee. That left foot comes up to meet the right, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift here. Keep your hands on the mat. And then as you exhale, we're going to keep the left foot on the mat. Step the right foot back. Drop that back knee. Ground down through the legs. Inhale, lift yourself up. Breathe here, you're strong. Inhale here. Exhale, hands back down to the mat. Lift the back knee. Right foot comes up to meet the left, and then we'll exhale. Everyone exhale and fold forward. Let the head hang here, no tension in your neck. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward one last time. Inhale, bring your arms out to the side and all the way up overhead for that tall mountain. Maybe gaze high, reach high here. Bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Feel that little bit of heat that you built up in your body. Awesome. Slow that breath down. Slow that heart rate down. Awesome work. Thank you so much for joining in on this class with me, and I will see you guys soon.